Hello everybody, hi, I'm back. It's been a second. It's been, what, like 3 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 4, I don't know, I lost count. So okay, as you can see, you're just looking at, here, this isn't the model I had before. I was looking back at my videos, looking back at the model, and I decided, I really don't like this. I really didn't like how it was turning out, and that sucked, because I put a lot of time and effort into it. Which is fine, it's fine. It's not like my time matters too much anyways, but still, it was a little annoying, So before, my way of animating was pretty much having a shape cut into another shape, but the issue with that was I could move and control that shape, but I couldn't have something linked to it in a way that would make it so that a second thing would move as well. It's hard to explain, but pretty much the issue was these. It's very ugly. All this it's very ugly, very poorly done, and that's like kind of on purpose because everything you see in this Blender file is rushed. This is just testing. But these things were the issues. These were the issues because I could move the face. I could move the face just fine. The issue was these. I couldn't move these. But I fixed that issue by, instead of using a boolean, just putting bones directly on the face. And because of that, it doesn't look bad. It looks really good actually, and it's kind of surprising. Yeah. The only issues I see is like the inside of the faces like that, because I can't really do much about that. I'm gonna try to figure out something I could do about that. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, but yeah, this is I guess the new plan for how I'm gonna be rigging and animating the face. I'm sure it could use improvement. I know for a fact it could use improvement. But for now, I think this covers most facial expressions I would need. Yeah, there's definitely a better way I could have done this that I'm just not seeing, but this works just barely enough, and I know for a fact, doesn't matter how well I'm planning, I'm gonna hit roadblocks, which is fine. That's just part of Blender. It's just part of life, really. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I could fix that issue of, like the issue of the inside of the head being visible at some angles. And thinking about it, there's a couple ways I could go about it. There's a few. One of them is make the inside of the head a different color. I don't know how to do that. I'm not going to do that. Another way I could go about it is... Actually, I don't know. I actually do not know. I could be lazy with it and just restrict the camera angles that I use, which is boring, but might be my best bet. I think for this, it would make sense to study characters and games and developers who have used very similar ways of animating and rigging their characters. From this angle, everything looks flat. It looks, yeah, it's flat. There's not a lot to it. It's because there's no depth. But if I go here, I'm gonna change the color actually, so it's a little easier to see. This still has no depth. Okay. But I have this. This is what I have. I have like a little box back there. And this entire box is colored a white that, no matter the angle, always stays that exact white. Without it, I just kind of... Actually, wait. Just remembered Reggie doesn't have white in his eye. Okay, wait. This might be easier than I thought. I'm gonna get a sip of coffee. I'm gonna think about this for a second. This shouldn't be too difficult. Where's the white? Oh, I deleted that by accident earlier. I remember. I was working on this really late last night. I drank a coffee at like 10 p.m., which it probably shouldn't because I was up until 2 in the morning. But, it is what it is. I can't change that now. I'm going to be tired all day, which is fine. I'm trying to think how I could fix this issue, because there's another issue here. You can probably see the issue very quickly. Inside of the eye, that's the shaded color. So I think I'm going to solve that in the laziest way I know how and just chuck a light inside of his head. Perfect. Okay. And then there's the issue of this angle in particular. You just see straight through, which is not ideal. And then there's the issue here of the colors. Yeah, I'm noticing I'm cleaning up a lot of stuff that I did like half asleep last night, which is kind of funny. All right, boom. Okay, cool. So now this green, no matter the amount of light, will always be the exact same green. And then the black is black. It's as dark as it can get, so it doesn't really, I don't really have to put too much effort into that. I'm gonna try out slightly different angles with this light just to make sure. It looks just about right. I'm not really seeing too many issues here. It looks right. Okay, so for clarification, this isn't the new model. This is a test. I even have it in the name. You know, what's it called? REGGIE model asset tests. Yeah, this is just tests. You know, this is just screwing around, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't, laughing at stuff that doesn't work. I'm definitely going to be making, you know, the eyelashes. I'm definitely going to be making the head look better. The eyes, the eyes can't really, that's just how they look. But yeah, I think this is probably how I'm going to go about making this model from now on. The mouth, I'm going to do the exact same thing, except there's probably going to be a few more things I've got to take into consideration. Well, let me think. I could make this more of like a hybrid type of thing where I have the eyes rigged how most do it, and then I have the mouth rigged with the Boolean with shape keys. Because I know for a fact the Boolean is gonna work. I know for a fact that's gonna work. I'm thinking. I'm not good at thinking. I don't know. Well, this is just tests. I'll test them out later. I'll test out both. I'll see which sticks. Well, I know one of them's gonna work, but I don't know how it's gonna work with this. I'll test out the bones like this later today because I have something to go to at noon and it is 10:05, so I gotta hurry up before I'm late. Crap. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this video short because there's not a lot to be had here. There's nothing really interesting. It's just me figuring out stuff that I should have learned like 4 months ago when starting Blender. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I will see you guys, probably not tomorrow. I said maybe tomorrow last video, and that last video was 3 weeks ago. So I'm just gonna say, I hope to see you guys around. All right, see ya.